Here's Beltrán, bounced to first on an 0-2 pitch, first time up. This hit pretty good, right center field. Turn around, watch that one go. And Carlos Beltrán, who had 8 homers in the postseason last year, 38 homers during the season, has knotted this one up. It's a 3-3 ball game on Beltrán's first belt of 2005. Both these teams figure to score runs, Chris, and they're showing that early.
You know they're doing it against their opening day starters too. Home run ball. These guys can leave the yard.
Fly ball hammered right field pretty deep, and that ball is gone. A 2-run homer for Carlos Beltrán, and he turns the game around.
He didn't give in to him on the pitch before, but made a mistake here, a hanging slider.
2 men away. The payoff pitch, swing and a fly ball to right field. It's deep. Guillen back at the wall. It's gone. A 3-run homer for Carlos Beltrán into the Mets bullpen in right field. And as stunning as Baerga's homer was, the Mets have answered it in kind. 3-run shot by Beltrán here in the 10th. And the Mets go back on top 5-2.
Well, Majeski reared back and threw his hardest pitch, 95 miles an hour, and Beltrán was looking for it, and he crushed that ball beyond the fence in right field. '16th inning, 2-2 to Beltrán. Ripped in the air to deep right field. Abreu looks up, and we're going home. Beltrán with a home run. Wins it for the Mets in the bottom of the 16th inning. At 12:33 a.m., Carlos Beltrán ends the Mets' longest game in 11 years with a walk-off home run, his 12th of the year, and you betcha they're happy. 9-8, the Mets win it. The Mets win it 9-8 on Carlos Beltrán's walk-off home run in the bottom of the 16th inning.
Here they go. In the wind. Deep left center. Way back. Gone! Another grand slam! 2 grand slams in the inning for the New York Mets.
Guess what? That is grand slam number 6 for Beltrán. And this one turns around measurably in the 7th inning. A grand slam home run, and the Mets have been doing this to everybody this week. They had 3 of them in the series in Chicago. Here's Beltrán's 6th career grand slam, his 27th homer of the season, and the Mets now lead it 7-2.
And here's Beltrán, where one swing could win it for New York. He whips it to deep right. That ball is out of here! Out of here! The Mets win the ball game! Beltrán with a walk-off 2-run homer in the bottom of the 9th. We talked at the beginning of this game about this potentially being an MVP showdown. For most of the night, it belonged to Pujols. The last shot belonged to Beltrán.
Well, 0 for 4 on the night and being very quiet, but gets the game-winning 2-run shot and says, hey, I'm a candidate too.
Here comes the 3-2 to Beltrán. Fastball hit high in the air toward deep right field. Francoeur goes back to the warning track, to the wall. He jumps, and it's gone! Number 41 for Carlos Beltrán. A towering shot into the seats in right field. It gives the Mets a 7-1 lead, and it ties Todd Hundley's franchise record for home runs in a season. Again, number 41 for Carlos Beltrán.
Well, congratulations to Carlos on a piece of a Met record which had lasted 10 years. And it was against the Atlanta Braves at Shea Stadium that Hundley broke the old record against Greg McMichael, I believe. And now Moylan gives up Beltran's 41st.
Beltrán waits on a 2-2. Weaver delivers. Hit in the air to deep right field. Forget it. That is long gone. Off the scoreboard in right field. A 2-run homer for Carlos Beltrán. His first of this postseason. And the Mets have gone in front 2-0. A 2-run bomb by Beltrán off Jeff Weaver. And Beltrán picks up where he left off against the Cardinals in 2004. 2-0 New York. A 2-2 fastball from Weaver, and Beltrán got all of it.
Gary, I think he hit that ball off of Endy Chavez's number on the lineup card on the scoreboard. I mean, it was an absolute bomb off the bat of Beltrán. One-strike pitch to Beltrán. Curveball hit in the air down the right field line. It's pretty deep. Moving back in Encarnacion. Back to the wall. It's gone! Into the first row of seats in right field. Carlos Beltrán. A solo home run, and he ties the ball game up at 1 apiece. A breaking ball that he was out in front of, but he still held his hands back enough to drive it over the right field wall. 11-5, Mets on top of the 7th inning. Game 4, I should say, of the NLCS. 2-2 pitch, hit in the air toward deep right field. Encarnacion going back to the warning track, to the wall. It's gone! The second home run of the night for Carlos Beltrán. He has given the Mets a 12-5 lead. He has scored 4 runs in the ball game. And I guess you could say that Beltrán's swing is back.
What is that? 7 home runs in 11 LCS games now for Beltrán against the Cardinals.
It's amazing.
4 in the 7-game series 2 years ago, and that's 3 here in this series, this being game 4.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to straightaway center field. Beltrán on the run, out toward Taos Hill, goes up the hill, and he makes the catch as he falls to the ground on the top of Taos Hill. Carlos Beltrán has just saved the ball game for the New York Mets. What a grab by Beltrán, who pops to his feet, and he will be greeted by his teammates over at third base. How about that? In the 14th inning for the Astros, no runs, 1 hit, 2 men left. We head to the 15th. The game is still tied at 3.
Moeller sets the 0-1 pitch, and it's ripped into right field for a base hit. The Mets take the lead. Reyes scores. Gotay digs for third. The throw comes into second. On at first with an RBI single is Carlos Beltrán, and he's given the Mets a 4-3 lead. A game-saving catch in center field, and the base hit that not only delivers the run that puts the Mets ahead, but gets Gotay all the way to third with an insurance run.
1-2. Hit in the air to deep right center field. Hit it toward the wall. That ball is out of here! Out of here! The Mets win the ball game! Beltrán with a walk-off 2-run homer in the bottom of the 13th. And the Mets snap their 5-game losing streak in style. Well, the Mets have been waiting for a hero, and they find one. Beltrán belts a 2-run shot to win it. His 7th of the year, a 4 RBI night for Beltrán. And on a night that felt like a punch to the stomach when Wagner gave up the home run of the ninth, Beltrán delivers the final blow.
Beltrán owned extra innings in 06 a couple of years ago when the Mets had everything working, and a great sign on the 64th game of the season. Needed this game after the performance from Peltry. Fastball up in the strike zone, and just a line shot out. Knew it right away. And watch that Met bench.
And Carlos even allowed himself a little fist pump in celebration. And look at that smile.
The set, the pitch. Beltrán swings, drives the ball deep to right field. It's a no-doubter. It's a game-winning or game-leading grand slam home run for Carlos Beltrán. It remains to be seen whether or not it's a game winner. Beltrán hits a grand slam that puts the Mets up 5-2.
2-0 to Beltrán. And Carlos rips one off the glove into right field. Here comes Reyes. He'll score and the Mets win it. In the wind, in the rain, in the gloom, the Mets come from behind twice, and Carlos Beltrán drives home the winner in the bottom of the ninth, and the Mets win 7-6. And with 3 games to play in the season, assure themselves at least a share of the wild card lead again.
Well, redemption right here. It's just such a big ball game for this club. And again, there's the igniter right there. Jose Reyes. He led it off with a single, but Carlos Beltrán coming through in the clutch on a 2-0 slider. And boy, oh boy, that is huge, and the Mets are very much in the hunt for a division.
1-0 to Beltrán, and a high fly ball, deep left field. Back goes Willingham onto the track, looking up, and it's out of here! Carlos Beltrán ties the game! Number 27 for Beltrán.
High fastball, right down Broadway, and he's all over it. Clutch up.
Olsen did right away.
Olsen should know that's the 30th home run he's given up this year, and so Beltrán gets the Mets back even.
And then was a pretty good starter for them in 08 and 09, but really hit his peak last year. Beltrán hits it well out to center. Back goes Spilborghs to the track at the wall. It's out of here! Carlos Beltrán, first pitch swinging, hits one over the center field fence. A 2-run shot, his 6th of the year, and the Mets are on top 2-0. So Beltrán moved up to the 3rd spot in the order with David Wright sitting out today. Wastes no time.
He certainly has so far.
He drills one deep left field, back toward the wall. That ball is out of here! Carlos Beltrán with his 2nd home run of the game. A 2-run shot. Beltrán homering from both sides of the plate, hits a bullet into the seats in left for his 7th home run of the year, and it's 7-2 New York. What a shot. He swung all right. 1-2 from Lindstrom, and Beltrán hits it deep to right field. Back goes Smith to the track, looking up. It's out of here! Carlos Beltrán with his 3rd 2-run homer of the game. Carlos Beltrán, the 8th man in history to hit 3 home runs in a game. They're all 2-run shots. A 6 RBI day for Beltrán, and it's 9-5 New York. On the day that Ike Davis goes on the disabled list, Carlos Beltrán takes an enormous step forward. His 6th, 7th, and 8th home runs of the year. He has had himself a day.